What's up, everybody, and welcome to Module 2, Chapter 4, Muscular Strength and Endurance. Now, I decided to move on to Chapter 4 instead of Chapter 3 because the in-person sections, they are going to be covering Chapter 4, so I wanted to be somewhat the same for y'all as well. So, I've updated the schedule, the course schedule. That's beside the syllabus, in case you're wondering. But yeah, so we're on to chapter 4, muscular strength and endurance. So I've got the notes, the reading available, the PowerPoint slides, and here's the study guide available for you all. Your first assignment is you'll need to fill out this forum. You're going to post your initial paragraph answering the question or questions that I have here, but mainly it pertains to what do you think is the main difference between muscular strength compared to muscular endurance? Do you think um, you should include both in your exercise regimen? Should you include just one? Is one more important than the other? So yeah, feel free to use the notes to help you with your answer, help support your answer. But your initial post is going to be at least 150 words, and you'll respond to two other students with at least 75 words. Okay, so that's all due by this Sunday, first. Okay, so make sure you get that done as soon as possible. Um, the next assignment is you're going to complete this 30-minute body weight workout. So it's more strength involved. There's no equipment required. So you can do this at the comfort of your own home. If you want to go to the gym and pull up this YouTube video, it's free. Um, but what you'll do is it's 30 minutes. It's a little intense. I mean, it's more intermediate, but you'll notice that there's some isometric contractions and isotonic contractions that you'll focus on, and you'll learn about those different types of contractions when you progress throughout the notes and the PowerPoint slides and the reading. But yeah, so you're going to complete this workout at the best of your ability. It's 30 minutes, no equipment required. And I want you to type a paragraph of 150 words describing what you liked and what you disliked about the workout. Would you, would you at your own leisure participate in another workout like this that's very similar to this? Why or why not? So that your paragraph is due Sunday the 8th, February 8th. And then the last assignment is we talk about the usage of supplements when it comes to building muscle, losing weight. Um, and I want your opinion in a paragraph. What are your thoughts on taking supplements to boost your performance before a workout or an athletic event? Do you think that all of the supplements, all the products that you find in Walmart, that you find in GNC, Vitamin Shop, do you think they work? Do you yourself take certain supplements? And of course, share what you feel comfortable sharing. Um, so yeah, so again, a paragraph of at least 150 words, and that's due on the 15th, Sunday the 15th, and your test is going to be due on the 18th. So you have it will open on the 17th of February and be due on the 18th. Okay. Again, this is proctored. It'll be proctored. Okay. So let's go over the notes a little bit. I'll try not to make this too long of a video if I can help it. So you click the notes, download it, and here are the notes. Okay, so you'll need to know, and there's more information in this chapter, excuse me, than chapter one, because it's well, there's more notes, there's more PowerPoint slides because it's a larger chapter compared to chapter one. You'll need to know how many muscles are in the human body, what their purpose is. It's used for movement. Every movement that you make requires a muscle. You'll need to know the difference between muscular strength and muscular endurance. That will 100% be on your test. The different types of muscle tissue. You got cardiac, skeletal, and smooth muscle tissue. Make sure you pay attention to where you find the different types of muscle tissue. And here's the anatomy of a skeletal muscle. You got the tendon right here. You have there will be a bone because you have the muscle is attached to a bone via a tendon. You got the whole muscle, the fascicle, the muscle fibers, and the myofibrils are the smallest units in the skeletal muscle. So yeah, make sure, and here's a hint, make sure y'all know how to label the skeletal muscle. Okay, that will be on your test. Here's another figure showing you again the skeletal muscle and the anatomy. In the myofibrils, or I'm sorry, well, yes, in the myofibrils you have two myofilaments, and y'all might have heard of these before from other science courses, but you have actin and myosin. Actin are known as the thin filament. They're a lot thinner in structure. The myosin are the thicker filaments. Okay. And those two myofilaments are important for the process known as the sliding filament theory. So every time you want to pick up your pencil, you want to perform a bicep curl, you're going to go through the sliding filament theory, which is when the myosin head grabs, in a sense, grabs onto actin, the thin filament, and pulls the actin towards the center of the muscle. Okay, hence a contraction happening. And make sure you know that ATP is required for this process to occur. ATP is required for the sliding filament theory to occur. Okay, you've got two different positions. You have your skeletal muscle. Every skeletal muscle is attached to a bone via a tendon, and depending upon where it's attached on the bone is determine whether it's the origin point or the insertion. The origin is where it's in the fixed position, meaning it does not move. Okay, but the insertion, that's where it's attached to a bone. For this case, for this example, the bicep muscle, it's attached to the radius. Okay, on your forearm, and that allows the contraction of the bicep muscle. So you have the origin and the insertion. You've got two different classes of muscle. You got agonists and antagonists. Okay, if you are performing a bicep curl, the agonist muscle would be the bicep muscle. Okay, it's providing the major force for that movement. The antagonist muscle or muscles are opposing. They're kind of there for support in a way. The antagonist muscles for the bicep will be the tricep. Okay. Make sure y'all know the two different types of muscular contractions, isometric, isotonic. And y'all will have a chance to perform some of those contractions when you try your best at that 30-minute body weight workout. Isometric contractions, isotonic contractions. Okay. And what I'm gonna do for y'all is I'm going to change this term to phase. I like this term phase better. That way you're not confused with so many contractions. So isometric contraction, what that is, think of a plank exercise, wall sits. Okay, you are holding that position. Excuse me, you are holding that position. You're finding gravity, and your muscles are still working to fight gravity, keep yourself up, but you're not moving. The length of the muscle is not moving. Isotonic contractions. These are the types of muscles contractions where the muscle length changes. And you got two different phases. You have the concentric phase. As I'm bringing the and noted over here, a bicep curl, for example, when they're bringing the weight up from their sides up to their shoulder, the muscle is literally shortening. Okay, that's the concentric phase. And when you bring the weight back down, the bicep lengthens. That's the eccentric phase. Okay, so make sure y'all know those. Um, Make sure y'all know the different muscle fiber types. You got type 1, type 2, slow twitch, fast twitch. You have motor units. And these are nerves that are connected to the muscle fibers that are recruited for the these sliding filament theory to occur. You've got hypertrophy and atrophy. When when it comes to designing a workout program, mainly resistance exercise program, you've got to know how many repetitions you are going to perform, how many sets, and recovery is very important. Okay, do not work the same muscle group back to back days. Okay. So yeah, I mean that's just make sure y'all know all these slides when it comes to starting a resistance exercise program. Make sure y'all know the term progressive overload. That's important. Um, when it comes to building muscle strength and endurance, safety is important, and supplements. Okay. So yeah, I mean that's it, y'all. As you notice, it's a longer chapter. There's more slides. There's more notes compared to the first chapter. Um, but yeah, that's it. If y'all have any questions or concerns, please let me know. Um, but with that being said, y'all have a great day. Hope y'all stay safe and warm, and I will talk to y'all soon.